It is now my pleasure to introduce our current president of the New York State Council of School Superintendents. This year, he has done some amazing things with the conferences. His leadership has not gone unnoticed by all of us. So it is my pleasure to introduce from Brighton, Kevin McGowan.
Good afternoon, colleagues. Welcome to the Winter Institute and Lobby Day here in our state capitol. So happy to have you here and to welcome you to our conference. I'm very excited to be here with you, really on a Sunday afternoon in the cold, dark, gray Northeast. As one of my idols, Marv Levy, once said, "Where would you rather be than right here, right now?" Do not answer the question, please. All kidding aside, it's wonderful to be here and to be in this moment here. Wonderful to connect with all of you and to have the opportunity to consider how we can continue to collectively and individually improve outcomes for all the children in our state. I'd also like to start by thanking all of you for your overwhelmingly positive response to the fall conference, and particularly the words of Father Greg Boyle. Not long after our conference, I had the opportunity to travel to Los Angeles and to visit firsthand Homeboy Industries. I actually met Mario, one of the homies that he spoke about. He's the gentleman that he told the story about who spoke at Gonzaga and was encouraged by the crowd when he said, "I just don't want my children to grow up like me." And of course, they pointed out, why wouldn't you? He's the one with the eyelids with the end tattooed. And I will tell you, after meeting him, his face just said the beginning. His connection to his community, his connection to the world by not being disposed of was remarkable to see firsthand and to see the words of Father Greg Boyle living in this person. So I encourage you to all continue to do that work and to be inspired by that and to think back on that very special moment for all of us. People cared, people connected to him, and his life has changed dramatically since then, and that's the work that you do every day. Thank you. So as we're all knee-deep in budgets, in the cold and the gray, as I mentioned, in the grind for this time of year, I just wanted the opportunity to bring you back there for a moment and thank you for that work and the way you've continued to foster those connections throughout the year and have those kinds of conversations. I'm honored to do that work with you. So please give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you also for participating in the Thought Exchange, great partners of ours, to gather your thinking about ways that we can connect with our community, especially important as we present budgets and prepare for next year. There are cards on your table with the top 10 comments that were received, and it's really interesting if you take a look at those, the themes that weave themselves throughout those top thoughts around trust, around collaboration, around being responsive to our communities, understanding how we need to connect individually with different members of our communities, with all members of our communities. That top thought about regular and clear communication about our shared vision. People need to understand the why behind what we are doing. And for those in the room thinking about the first time they're selling their budget, those of us who have sold one or two have really had to think deeply about that, or those of us that have had budgets that have not been successful, unfortunately, have really thought back about how to express that to our community, how to really make sure people understand more about the why in what we do, and that's really this work about humanity. So please take a look at that list, enjoy those, and thanks to all of you for sharing that collective wisdom. Also, thanks to Matt Pomora, a Regional Vice President of Signature Partner, Core BTS, for connecting with us and bringing the top 10 idea to us. We really appreciate that. I'd also like to finish with a few other quick thanks. First to Siemens for bringing STEB Hubs to our conference, also for the food recovery program. Unless Greg Burke gets to it first, all unopened food from the conference will be donated to the Capital Region Food Resource Center. So we're very excited about that. Greg is not, but we are. If you've ever eaten with Greg, you'll understand. And to the Wellness Committee for bringing us a mindful meditation session tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Finally, to our new superintendents, beyond the fact that we're sorry, thank you for making us proud to be your colleagues, for improving our work with your energy, your enthusiasm, with the many gifts that you have brought to the table. We're so glad that you have joined our ranks and that you're here with us today. We are here for you as you enter and endure the challenges of this season, this new season of the year for you. Know that we're here for you. We're here to help you, and we're excited for you. Could you please stand, all the new superintendents in the room? Thank you for joining me in recognizing them. That is encouragement and applause for survival. It's now my pleasure to recognize the Leaf Board. The Leaf Board is For one, I just also want to mention the LEAF board in particular, and the LEAF work is what makes the conference possible. It's what makes the incredible professional development that our association offers throughout the year possible. It's led by the indomitable leadership of Ren Banks as well, so we need to make sure we thank Ren. But the officers and the members of the board spend a considerable amount of time planning professional development for you, thinking about where that should be in the state, what makes the most sense for you, and they represent you very well in that. Please join me after I go through the whole list. As Chuck said, hold your applause, please, till the end in thanking Laura Fahey, New Rochelle, President, Michael Ford, University of Rochester, Treasurer, Lynn Allen, Putnam, Northern Westchester, BOCES, Scott Bishop, Batavia, Louvel Brown, Ithaca, Bernadette Burns, West Islip, Lauren French, Governor, Jennifer Spring, Cohoes, and of course Chuck Dietrich is also an ex officio board member as well. And I think that Scott's actually in North Rose Wolcott right now. He's traveling, not salesman, but interim superintendent. So thank you for continuing to sit on our board, and please thank you to all those members. I'd also like to take one more moment to thank a colleague of ours, Jacinda Conboy, better known simply by one name like Bono, Cher, or Mick, Jazz, as it were, was recognized 2 weeks ago by AASA as a friend of AASA for her work on behalf of each and every one of us every day, but also particularly for her incredible work and commitment to the Women's Initiative, something so important to everybody here in the room. Thank you, Jazz, and congratulations.